Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube Channel. Good morning. Hope you are all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification or the bell icon so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others or in the internet. In the last episode of Know Your Personality segment, we spoke about the Enneagram compatibility of reformers, perfectionists, type 1 with individualist romantic, type 4, by spelling out the positives each type brings to their relationship and what their potential pitfalls are. In this episode, we clarify the compatibility of Enneagram Type 1, reformer perfectionist with Enneagram Type 5, observer investigator, focusing on what each type brings to their relationship and what their potential trouble spots are. Positive qualities reformers type 1 and observers type 5 bring to their relationship. Reformer-observer type 1 type 5 couples are alike in many ways and bring many traits and values to their relationship that guarantee steady and satisfying partnership based on their mutual respect, independence, and shared values. We find a number of similar personal traits in reformer-observer type 1 type 5 couples. Both are more reserved and contained and reticent to display emotions directly. Both tend to be intellectual and identify with their minds. They are fact-oriented, data-based, and want to be well-informed and correct. Though reformers type 1 are more practical, while observers type 5 tend to be in their thought world. Both the partners desire objectivity and avoid sentimentality and drama because they do not want their feelings to cloud their mental clarity. Reformers type 1 and observers type 5 share values such as freedom, respect, integrity, and pursuit of knowledge. They are attracted to each other's intellectual capabilities, admire each other for their expertise, and highly cerebral couples. They stimulate each other's intellectual curiosity, desire to debate with each other on topics of mutual interest, like to talk about the absurdities of life and laugh at them, have a tendency to tickle each other's funny bones unexpectedly, and enjoy each other's company. Other shared interests that stimulate and bond them are child rearing, traveling, building a house, shared hobbies, and the like. Reformer-observer type 1 type 5 couples learn from each other's differences and see their differences as opportunities for their personal growth. Let us spell out this further. Reformers type 1 seek fairness, justice, correctness, and tend to have a rigid and absolutistic perspective of life and situations. However, observers type 5 are more relative, open-minded, and have never-ending desire for knowledge. Thus, reformers learn to be open-minded in their thinking and attitudes from observers, while observers can learn to be fair and just in their outlook and approach from reformers. Likewise, both the partners of reformer-observer type 1 type 5 relationship manage their time differently. Reformers type 1 are more structured, organized, and precise in their time management. Hence, they are schedule-oriented and have their future plans laid out for weeks and months ahead. However, observers type 5 resist making long-term concrete plans because they find it difficult to predict their energy levels and appetite for social engagements. If these differences are seen as occasions for growth, both partners can learn from each other's qualities such as flexibility, compromise, and compassion, which can truly be assets to their relationship. Reformer observer type 1 type 5 couples are highly respectful of their and each other's personal boundary and make every effort to allow each other the needed personal space and freedom and see it as fundamental element to their relationship. Therefore, both the partners rarely make the first move towards anything regarding intimacy unless they perceive strong signals from other partners that it would be welcome. Thus, this couple can bring certain formality and courtesy into their intimate life that can be charming, courtly, and old-fashioned. Thus, we find a quiet, affectionate appreciation of each other in a reformer observer type 1 type 5 relationship. They are a sweetly contained, affectionate, and even-keeled couple. Romance develops in this couple slowly but deeply. Their devotion to each other is evident and would be an inspiration to those around them. Potential trouble spots in a reformer observer type 1 type 5 relationship. When reformer observer type 1 type 5 couples are in an unhealthy, imbalanced, and fixated state, those differences in intellectual perspectives and outlooks that offered them opportunity for growth can make their relationship move into a downward spiraling. Reformers type 1, caught up in their objectivistic, absolutistic, moral, and more structured perspective of life and reality, become critical, rigid, and close-minded towards their observer type 5 partners and judge them harshly for their less structured approach to life and for their radical intellectual ideas. On the other hand, observers type 5, caught up in their less structured thinking, focused on the larger picture than the details, and personalistic and subjectivist approach to life and reality, withdraw, disengage, and shut down from their reformer type 1 partners and judge them as self-righteous, unduly objective and moralistic, rigid, close-minded, and caught up in details at the expense of the bigger picture. Caught up in their differing philosophies of life and judging their partners and their perspectives at fault, reformer observer type 1 type 5 couples begin to lose trust and respect, the foundations of their relationship towards each other. This polarization and lack of trust and respect between the partners can trigger the downward spiraling and rift between the partners. As partners of reformer observer type 1 type 5 relationship are highly reserved and reticent to display emotions, respect each other's personal boundaries, and dislike imposing their views on the other, the partners may not openly fight with each other. However, the warm bond the couple shared in their relationship weakens as coolness and isolation set in. With a touch of cynicism and resignation, they feel distant, impersonal, and analytical towards each other. When the relationship arrives at this stage, the reformer observer type 1 type 5 couples may craft a fairly independent life for themselves in which they live in self-contained and separate spheres for the most part and get together for occasional meals, to sleep, and to solve pressing problems without any type of intimacy between them. This situation can last for years without either of them realizing what has gone wrong and if they can do something to make it right, at the same time giving an impression to the outside world that their relationship is intact. If the couple allows this situation to continue for long, the relationship may end up in a split or breakdown. As a matter of fact, reformer observer type 1 type 5 couples do not have to let their relationship spiral downward as we described above, because they are a compatible and made for each other pair and will do well as partners in the relationship with their supportive presence to each other in their difficult moments and building strong connections with each other if they mutually trusted and respected each other. Thus, mutual trust and respect are the foundations of the reformer observer type 1 type 5 relationship. Founded on trust and respect, reformers type 1 can be good matches and partners for observers type 5, because reformers type 1, with their conscientious, hardworking, responsible, honest, dependable, practical, and self-controlled in nature, can provide the observers type 5 a dependable, assuring, independent, not demanding but supportive presence, giving practical and honest suggestions to cope with their emotional situation and allow them to have sufficient time and space to process their emotions and get back to normalcy. Likewise, founded on trust and respect, observers type 5 would make good partners to reformers type 1, because with their ability to look at and think through problem situations in a detached and objective manner, being able to be calm in crisis situations, and facilitated by their non-judgmental and intellectually stable and steady demeanor, observers type 5 can provide the reformers type 1 a calming, comforting, and understanding presence, which can help the reformers to work on their anger, resentment, fixations, and inflexibility, attain the right insight into their problem situation, and take the remedial measures to get back to normalcy. Thus, if reformer observer type 1 type 5 couples keep trusting and respecting each other when things go wrong in their relationship, they will find in each other supportive and assuring persons who can easily help the other to get back to balance by their assuring and supportive presence to each other. In the next video, we speak about the Enneagram compatibility of type 1 reformer perfectionist with type 6 loyalist skeptic. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.